Hi everyone, this is going to be a guided meditation on tapping into your highest feeling. So find a comfortable position and let's get started. So just anywhere that's comfortable for you. It could be sitting upright, it could be lying down, whatever's good for you. And also feel free to move around and adjust. Even in the middle of the meditation, we're not sitting in a very strict or concrete way. And usually I like to have my hands like this, so palms face up on my laps, because this indicates that I am ready to receive. Sometimes I also do something like this. It just depends on what you're after, but for this meditation, I would suggest either palms up or this, which allows you to really focus on a certain visualization or a certain feeling. So, okay, let's get started. Let's just take a couple deep, easy breaths. And really just settle into this meditation. And unlike the usual meditations, where a big emphasis is on grounding yourself into this present moment, into your present surrounding and your present senses. In this meditation, we're going to be doing something a bit different, where we kind of disregard or leave this present experience. And we want to be completely immersed in what we're visualizing, and also completely immersed in what we're feeling. So just imagine or visualize or feel a situation or scenery that you find to be very, very pleasant. Doesn't have to be anything crazy or extravagant, but it could be if that's what you like, if that's what resonates with you. But just a scenario where you find it to be extremely pleasant to be in. And let's take a second to really immerse ourselves into this situation. It should bring a smile to a corner of your mouth. Now we're going to take this and just give ourselves the prompt. How could this be even better? How could this be even better? And we want to stay very immersed in the scenery and especially in the experience of the feeling. If you are getting thoughts like, this doesn't really matter, this isn't really how my current life is, this isn't where I'm at, this isn't how things work, this can't be real, or it doesn't really matter doing this meditation because this will never be my life, or it will never be how I am, or whatever, things like that. Just recognize these thoughts as thoughts that are trying to break the immersion of this meditation. They don't really serve any purpose other than to break your immersion. So please just disregard and discard those thoughts, because what we're trying to do is to be really immersed and to really experience what we are visualizing and feeling. And at the same time, you can always think bigger. You can completely disregard physics, social norms, any form of limitations that we're taught, limitations that we feel in our earthly life. Just feel free to let it all go. And visualize and experience the best scenario possible by your mind. And sometimes our very mind is the limit. So what we can do for that is to link the mind and the heart together in this technique. And what I mean by that is sometimes we could visualize a scenario that we think is the best. But it doesn't feel light to your heart. It might feel like there's still a slight strain, even though you've gone to the highest that you can possibly go. And so this would indicate to us that the direction of the heart is not being followed. And so what you want to do in this case is to visualize the highest you can go with your mind, but at the same time, it should feel easy and light and joyful for the heart. So that both aspects are satisfied and satiated without sacrifice. Without having to choose. So if you have your scenario locked in, just keep yourself immersed in that. But if you don't have anything that you feel is very concrete or elaborate, you don't really need that. You can have something very simple. Just a simple prompt, such as, I'm free from all my problems. I'm free from all problems. and just see how that feels. Just staying with that feeling, that experience of the feeling. You can also do other prompts like I'm free from anxiety. I'm free from stress. I'm free from work stress or family stress. You know, you can make it very specific or vague. Just whatever works for you. Because if you can't, or if you don't have the ability to reach for your highest feeling, you can also go the inverted route, where your highest feeling naturally reveals itself when the blockages are gone. So this way, what we do is just to visualize and experience and feel these problems, these blocks, these stagnations to be gone. And when the clouds are gone, imagining these blockages like clouds. When the clouds are gone, the sun naturally reveals itself. Your visualizations don't have to be, you know, super HD or like 4K crisp. Because the most important element is to feel and to experience the visuals. You might be somebody who can't even visualize all that much, but it doesn't really matter because it's really about the feeling. Completely disregard your current circumstance, your current life, and be completely immersed in the experience of the meditation. Best case scenario, the most magical scenario, the most loving scenario, the most relaxing scenario, whatever it is that you need. Doesn't matter if it's physically possible or societally possible. Disregard all limitations. Okay. Now let us slowly come back to this moment, this life, this situation, this circumstance. You can rub your hands together. You can open your eyes slowly or stretch. And don't feel like, this wasn't important, or, oh, this didn't really do anything to my life though. Because the main objective is for you to feel the experience of what you conjured up for yourself. And that's the main goal. We're not trying to do anything else. And you'll also be surprised at how just being in a different state of being can have a huge effect on your life. So what we're trying to do is really to just change the state of your being. And yeah, I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope it was enjoyable. And I'll see you in the next one.